So, a shepherd was herding his flock in a remote pasture when suddenly a sleek Tesla Model S glided out of a dust cloud towards him. The driver, a young man in a tailored Armani suit, Balenciaga sneakers, an Apple Watch, and Oakley sunglasses, leaned out of his window and asked, "Hey, shepherd, I'll tell you exactly how many sheep you have in your flock, and if I do, will you give me one?" The shepherd looks at the man who's obviously an Ivy League MBA grad. He looks at his grazing flock and calmly answers, "Sure, son, why not?" The hipster yuppie parks his car, he pulls out his MacBook Pro, he connects to his Starlink mobile hotspot, and he logs onto a private AI-powered satellite imaging services. He uses the latest GPS coordinates to pinpoint the location. He feeds that data into a high-resolution drone, which scans the area. Within seconds, the image syncs to his Google Cloud account. He runs the data through an advanced AI image recognition software that counts every individual sheep. Almost immediately, a notification pings on his iPhone confirming the analysis. He cross-references this data in a custom-built Tableau dashboard filled with complex calculations. Finally, he airdrops a full-color 150-slide report from his iPad and presents it to the shepherd. "You have exactly 1,586 sheep," he declares with grand confidence. "That's right," the shepherd says in a wry smile. "Well, I guess you can take one of my sheep." He watches amusingly as the young man selects one of the animals and attempts to stuff it into the rear trunk of his Tesla. Then the shepherd says, "Hey, if I can tell you exactly what your job is, will you give me back my animal?" The young man thinks for a moment and nods. "Okay, why not?" "You're a consultant," the shepherd says quickly. "Wow, that's right," the young man replies. "But how did you know?" "No guessing required," the shepherd replies. "You showed up here even though nobody called you. You want to get paid for an answer I already knew to a question I never asked, and you don't know shiitake about my business. Now, give me back my dog." You see, hiring a consultant can feel a little bit like this story. The promise of expert insights, breakthrough strategies, and game-changing solutions, but if you're not careful, you could end up paying big bucks for advice you didn't ask for, advice you don't need, or worse, bad advice from somebody who doesn't know shiitake about your business. So hey, look, there are times when bringing in an outside consultant seems tempting, but I want to help you get clear on when it's more of a trap than a smart investment. Here is the number one trap to look out for. When a consultant is just a crutch, a way to offload hard decisions. Here's the deal. It's better to develop internal accountability. Consultants can't replace leadership. Want real solutions? Here's what to do first. Clearly identify the issue. If your team can't clearly define the problem, a consultant can't help you find a solution. So let's say you've decided you do need a consultant. How do you make sure that you're not buying a load of fluff? So that's what I want to help you with here this morning. So number one, don't fall for the fancy buzzwords. Ask for specific case studies that align with your unique needs. And are they going to increase sales? Are they going to improve efficiency? And how are they going about doing that? Make them back it up with concrete results. Have them explain those results. And do those results make sense to you? You have to trust your gut in this process. It's easy to get dazzled by the PowerPoints and all the fancy buzzword jargon. Remember, consultants are professional sellers. They are far better at building their business, selling themselves, than they are in building your business and helping you sell your products and services. Number two, once you've brought in the right consultant, here's how to make sure that they deliver tangible value. A, set clear, measurable objectives. Define what success looks like before they start. If you're not on the same page about what outcomes, actual results, deliverables need to happen, you'll both waste time and resources. B, assign an internal company champion. Don't leave the consultant to run the show solo. An internal point person can ensure the advice is both relevant and implemented properly. C, require regular progress updates. Demand transparency. Insist on progress reports at regular intervals. This way, you can spot any drift and course correct if needed. Be the squeaky wheel. Your internal champion has to continually drive a consultant. Remember, they are far more focused on acquiring new clients than delivering results for the clients they already have quote unquote bagged. D, push for real, actionable insights. Avoid vague recommendations. If they're offering ideas with no clear action plan, press them for specific steps. Reduce cost means nothing without a roadmap to get there. E, measure that ROI post-engagement. After the engagement wraps, evaluate what actually changed. Did revenue increase? Is your team more efficient? Hold them accountable to the results that they promised. In summary, Consultants can at times be valuable, but only if you know how to wield them. 1, know when you truly need their expertise. 2, rigorously vet them. And 3, drive them towards practical results. In the end, a great consultant should feel like an essential ally, not an extra expense or a fancy report giver who leaves you right where you started. Be wary, be wise, and make each consulting dollar count. Oh, and before I conclude and before I get hate mail and hate comments, I know many of you out there are consultants. And if you're here with me on Darren Daily, I'm probably not talking about you. You're probably awesome and super valuable to your clients in delivering bottom line real results. I'm probably talking about your competition. I'm sure you'd agree, like in my industry, there are tons of ne'er-do-wells, dilettantes, and charlatans that call themselves consultants. So we're talking about them, not you, okay? Okay, everybody, share your thoughts on how to maximize leveraging bringing in outside consultants in the comments below.